And then we're in the shot. See?
Hey.
Now we're live. Testing. Is this thing on? Hello. What day is it? Thursday? Thursday. Thursday night football kicking off tonight. Let me get in here. Let's see. And we are going to play some Avengers. Virtual ones. Poor man's Avengers. So, anyway, and this is my buddy Mike. Not just my buddy, my best buddy, who is a man. My best man.
It took a while to get there, but yeah.
And he's a special guest today. He actually didn't realize he was supposed to be here, so today he made a what's it called, an audible to show up, right? Because you thought I meant join the stream by watching it virtually.
Yeah, I thought you meant virtually join the stream, not join the virtual stream.
And I could see why you thought that, because I was like, you want to join me for virtual pinball stream this Thursday prior to the football kickoff season? And then looking back on it, I was like, oh, I meant like the virtual pinball.
Yeah.
But I see why you may have thought that.
No, I got confused when you're like, we can eat together. I was like, okay, I guess we can eat. I'm like, I'll do the webcam.
I guess we'll have a virtual eating date or something. But anyway, thank you for coming out and making that work.
No problem.
I know you're a dog dad and busy with that, so you will be just hanging out for a bit and then going home and feeding the kid there. So I think we're going to start with this Avengers table. So, like I was telling you before, off screen, these tables are like mostly fan-made adaptations of real tables, so this being one example. But then as you were playing testing earlier, there were ones that are made like professionally by like Zen Studios, you know, the virtual pinball makers.
So this is a real machine.
Yeah, this is modeled after a real machine made by a fan, so let's see if we can start. Just like a real pinball, just put up to 4 players, right? Oh, context, Mike isn't a real pinhead, so this is like new-ish territory to him. Although I've gotten you out to play some before on location.
Yeah. I understand sometimes what to do, I just can't ever do it.
Well, generally go for flashing stuff, right? So you could see up here, Iron Man, Hulk. So this table, I think this is like, oh, right here, 2012, thank you. And, you know, there's different superheroes highlighted in this hex here. I actually have not played this much either, but just looking at it, I can deduce that these are each the superhero modes, and they each have their own respective shots, right? So Iron Man is this shot here, because you can see the 4 Iron Man. Captain America are these pops. You hit them enough times, it'll count down, complete his mode, or start it. Thor, let's see, where's Thor? Alright, we'll come back
There's
to
a picture of him down here with the hammers.
Oh yes, thank you. Yep, these side drops right here, these 4 drops, with the hammer accordingly. Hawkeye, where are you, Hawkeye? Where the frick is he the lanes? Oh no, that's a low key. Alright, we'll come back to him. Hulk is these drop targets, H-U-L-K. And then Black Widow is his ramp shot. See, her logo's here. Yes, where the hell is Hawkeye then? I'm wearing his hoodie, I should know this. Oh, is that, what's his logo look like? Is it that? No, that's Black Widow. Maybe it's, oh, it's not this shot. This is Captain America, because you hit there to get in the pop. Oh, here it is. It's the left orbit. It's hidden with this, obstructed by this little, see how it says Hawkeye in that arrow?
Oh, yeah.
So I guess you hit that 4 times, just like all the other shots.
Okay.
To complete that. Yeah, so that's a starting base rule set for us. So we'll just flip it and see how it goes. Also to catch you up, the newest pinball machine that Stern is making, the big pinball manufacturer, is Avengers. And they announced that just last week. And last night was their gameplay reveal stream. So they actually flipped it and showed it off for like a couple hours. Oh god! Again, there's no nudge on this.
Tough.
Yeah, virtual is a little different than real pinball, but
Yeah.
But you're a video gamer anyway, so
I prefer this. How do you get to like the characters? How do you like choose the characters?
I think for this machine you don't choose it per se. You just
Okay.
make their shots to start
Got
their
it.
mode, and it looks
Got
like
it.
you hit it in short time. But I will watch the screen for you and let you call out anything I learned there too.
Yeah.
It looks like that Tesseract. If you spin it enough, it will spin positive. But yeah, so the new one, so it looks like if they made this in 2012, 8 years later they're doing it again, but this time it's being designed by arguably the GOAT of pinball, Keith Elwin, right? He's like one of the top players, if not the top players in the world, who like started to design machines too. So this was his, the new Avengers is his 3rd machine. He made Iron Maiden, and he also made Jurassic Park.
I think I played Iron Maiden.
Yeah, with the ramp in the middle, and
Yeah.
it's a target. You might have. That was on location where we've been. But it's interesting to see now that I'm playing this. They recycled a lot of stuff, but just made it better. Like the new one, instead of this spinning cosmic,
Yeah.
it's a Doctor Strange spinning portal thing. You spin enough times, it lifts up and it goes in the portal. Pretty cool feature. I should check on the audio, and I forgot to bring my iPad down.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to go now or do you want to go after?
Nah, I'll just use my phone. Hold this, please.
What's this?
That is a cellular phone.
Why am I holding it? Are we gonna do with it?
I'm gonna pull up my own stream to make sure we sound good.
Okay, got it.
Normally I have my iPad open and I do it that way, but I forgot to bring it down. I was kind of in a rush today. I was working a little later than I would like. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Let me just see how I sound. So the first couple games on stream, I kind of just use it as a warm up.
Yeah.
Make sure audio checks and whatnot.
Oh, me too.
You know what that's life is like. Yeah, there's not much lag. This is nice. Maybe my iPad just lags a lot.
Maybe.
Because normally when I test it listening it on there, it would take like 30 seconds for me to hear it. But on my phone, it's only like a few seconds. Alright, good warm up.
No, that's blinding.
What, that? The flashers? That's actually one of the add-ons. So this, like, I bought this from a guy somewhere in Mass, I don't remember.
Yeah.
There's different models of this virtual pin. He bought the one and like added everything to it. So like the flashers, the shaker, these click responsiveness. So like everything he could to make it really simulate like a real machine.
Yeah.
But if you get the base model, it's like it wouldn't have that stuff. Or the light under it, or the topper.
And they sell these machines like commercially, right? Not just someone making it in their.
Oh no, yeah, this is a VP cabs. That's a logo over there.
Got it.
So this is the Wizard model, which kind of like has more features to it than the other ones, like a stronger processor and better resolution screen or something like that. And what you could do is you could download other tables that people have created. You know, that's how there were hundreds here.
Yeah. What's the legality of this?
So those Pinball FX ones, right? Those ones is pretty much hooked through Steam.
Yeah.
So you buy that. These other ones, it's like, for me to download someone's make of it on here is pretty kosher, but you're not supposed to like make profit off it, you know? Because it's fan made, but it's after a real one. But anyway, I'm not 100% sure, but that's not something I want to find out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just complete ignorance.
So, but anyway, I could download other tables, but I've been too afraid to even connect this to the internet to be able to do that, because the manual that this came with was like in big bold caps. It was like, don't upgrade any like core programs or OS or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just kind of took that as, don't update anything.
Yeah.
So I just got scared and didn't even connect it to the internet. But what I could do is download the tables like on my computer, put on a flash drive, then just open that file there, so I don't have to connect it.
Yeah.
So I tried to do that once, but then I got like, I had to learn something new, so I was like, fuck this. I don't have time to learn. But it is a possible thing. So once I do figure that out, then I could actually like get like a bunch of other machines. But there's already like, as you saw, hundreds of machines on here.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even play them all yet. So and every time I want to play one, it's already here.
Yeah.
But there's different versions of it. Different people make it.
Everyone prepare for takeoff.
Secret of Shield Blitz.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Spin to unleash the power of Tesseract.
Okay. Oh, that's lit up almost.
I spelled it to COSMI. I just gotta say it a few more times. Let's see what that does. I do know you can get Hulk multi-ball. So
Yeah.
I don't try that, something achievable. So in the real machine, when you start Hulk multi-ball, I know that this ramp actually lifts up, like above his head, like he's lifting. And so you fight Hulk and those drops are down and you're just bashing at him. In the new Avengers the Hulk shot is this left orbit and it's a spinner shot instead, like that spinner.
Yeah.
Okay. But it looks really fun because you can, like, when you start him, it's like a time, like maybe 10-second or something, like gamma ray, and it intensifies. So as you have 10 seconds to hit it as many times as you can, and every time it spins, it increases the value. So you can just rip that, and I've seen him make like tens of millions of points out of that. But I think it actually has the same characters. Oh no, they added Black Panther in the movie.
Yeah.
And this was, coincidentally, they actually announced this like a couple of days, or the same week as Chadwick Boseman's death. So like they were already going to announce this. When they work on a pin, they do it for like 6 months, I think, is like the time for concept to like making it public. But you actually don't see the. Oh, I started the multi-ball. You actually don't see this machine much, and when you do, like the 2 times I found this machine in the wild, it's like really beat up. Like the one I found was Hulk didn't have any arms. It's just like a torso, just shimmying. But yeah, you don't see it often. Multi-ball. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Should've known.
How do you activate Coulson?
Okay. Well, that's Hulk. So see, I got to his mode, which is the multi-ball, and so he's lit now.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a completion lit, I guess. I guess you don't really need to get to the complete it, but just to start it. So then it looks like I got maybe Captain America's ready, because that's lit. Let's see. Oh, didn't hit the ball at all. Oh shit. And the new Avengers machine is themed after the comic, whereas this one is after the movie. So it's like slightly different. So instead of like infinity stones, they call it infinity gems, and the colors of the gems are different in the movie too. You know that? You ever read the comic book?
I have not read the comic books, no.
Yeah, I never like read comic books either. But fan of the franchise.
Yeah. I've read some things.
Yeah, you read a book or two in your life.
I learned how to read last year, so I've been trying to do it more.
No wonder you didn't, quite understand my text. Just figuring out the language still. What do you mean virtual? Am I virtual? Are you here? Oh, it does both.
Yeah.
But one day I want to code my own machine too. After Jackie Chan Adventures is my plan. That's my theme.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Um,
So eventually I need to figure out how to
Yeah.
do stuff uploaded.
like, have you seen the source code for any of these machines?
Not yet, but I have learned about. I know a couple of people who have homebrewed their own machines.
Yeah.
One guy made Sonic,
Nice.
and another guy made Metroid. They streamed it too, their whole project as a building. And they they started coding it, and they actually built it out like a physical machine. Once you get the code locked down, then you just kind of piece it together. It's really just coming up with the concept and everything.
Yeah.
Vibranium. 2012. I think this is only when the first movie was out. That seems to be the only references here.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is definitely the first movie, for sure.
I rewatched all 4 of them last weekend.
No way, really?
To
Last
get
weekend?
hyped. Yeah, I mean, it was Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. Put it on to Disney Plus.
Yes, I watched them all on Disney Plus.
How did you think about? Did you watch Mulan? Or
I didn't watch it yet, but I saw that you loaded
I
it.
have it. Yes.
Yeah, so you have it, access to
So
it.
you can feel free to use it. Yeah.
I will check that out. It's unfortunate that I've seen controversy about it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I can't do anything about that.
That was right down
I
there.
can't nudge. Otherwise, what I was trying to say.
This is.
But yeah, I have not seen it yet, so I can't. Did you watch it already?
Yeah. I'm not a fan, but you should decide on your own for sure.
I would definitely want to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, you should still watch it for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna watch it. That was supposed to be our Asian representation in media, but now there's other dialogues.
Yeah. There's a.
So I'm gonna ignore those until I watch it. And then
Yeah.
not a good timing. Timing is everything.
We got other stuff. I mean, Parasite just won.
Yeah,
Oscars.
Parasite was a good one. Is that considered indie? Independent? No.
I think so. I'm not quite sure. I think so. This is actually, god damn it, I suck. This is really fun.
The virtual pin, you like it?
Yeah. I guess maybe because it's not so loud and I'm not in
It's not shaking.
yeah, I'm not in a bar where there's people.
Oh yeah, so you just like the home setting.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like a video game plus, Even though it's a pinball minus, it's a video game plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. But then you always get people that are like, oh, there's nothing like real pinball. It's like, well, it's not trying to be. Well, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
But it's something, it's its own art to be respected.
You can have both.
Yeah. Why can't you like both, But anyway, my main goal was to get it because I wanted to, a few reasons. I wanted to code my own, so I wanted to see how it works and is built. And also, back when competitive pinball was still a thing and you could go out and do that, this was my way to have access to these machines and practice on them and learn the rules at least.
Yeah.
And know what to go for and what scores more. So then when I play it, I actually have some knowledge. Because not only do you have to flip well, but you know, you gotta understand the rules to score well too. Yeah. Make your shots efficient. Then, you know, COVID happened, so now, arcades couldn't even open till. Did you see the order today? It's finally approved to reopen in Mass.
Arcades?
Yeah. The whole stink about it was arcades in Mass were supposed to reopen. I'll do one more. During the same time in the same phase as casinos, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and then it turns out they pushed arcades out of the state of Mass to the next phase, which essentially is like the next phase will only happen when there's a vaccine, right?
Yeah.
Because we've come as far as we could, safely. But casinos were still allowed to open, so that was the thing about that. So it's like you started to see. So there were like some arcades that like prepped for it, you know, the original reopening. Okay, we'll you know, abide to the safety measures and everything to get ready for the opening and invest money there. And then when the state ruled that, oh no, we're gonna push it to the next phase. So then you start to see like arcades closing one by one because they can't like stay open or wait to see when they could reopen again.
Yeah.
So like Flat Top Johnny's closed.
Yeah.
And what's another one? What's that one in Jamaica playing? Frogmore. Oh, that was another pinball location.
Oh shit, really? I knew it was like an old bar.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Either that or Sinclair, but I think it was Frogmore. I just know them both as locations that one of the Pinball League members, Dagan, he runs them. He runs both of those. I'm pretty sure it's Frogmore. But if it's not, it's Sinclair. It's one of those two. Sinclair's in Cambridge.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm in the chat right now to confirm, but it's 100% one of those. But today, the news was that, you know, since Bit Bar in Salem, Mass, threatened to sue the state for, you know, not allowing them to open on the grounds that, you know, casinos are allowed to open. It's like, why aren't barcades? And it's like, it smells fishy, like you're only opening casinos because, you know, it's profitable.
Yeah.
And not like, and then that kicks small businesses to the curb. It's like they're not allowed to open to try to stay alive. So then they like filed a lawsuit for that, and then the state caved, I guess. And then today they're like, okay, arcades can start reopening next week. Boom, just like that. And so that was the big news today.
Yeah.
So we did it.
So what safety measures are going to be in place when these arcades open?
Yeah. So I know that between pinball machines, they have like these barriers.
Okay, good.
They have like ways to wipe down machines, kind of like how gyms do.
Yeah.
You know. Gyms are open, right?
Gyms are open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been going? I don't go to the gym.
I don't. I'd rather not go to a gym.
You didn't like home workouts or anything?
Kind of.
Oh, just a lot of sex, huh? Alright. I gotcha.
Get my cardio in.
The devil's workout.
To me, my bonus.
Right. So yeah, that's the... There you go. Now you're caught up on pinball news.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm Oh, no, oh shit, what just happened?
Oh, the ball locked. I think that's the main multiple. It must be low key. I don't know how I locked it, but you see how like these outlanes, L-O-K-I, and you can toggle them so they're lit.
Oh, I can see it, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to light all four. Usually that's like a common feature in pinball. The outlanes. When you light it, something happens. I think in this one there's a low-key multi-ball. So I think I cleared it, and then I'm not sure where the shot is supposed to be. It looks like it locked here. So I'm tracing it back. It must be this ramp. Let's check it. No. Maybe I need to like clear low-key every time.
Yeah.
That's a drag.
You did this once before too.
That's a clean shot.
And then I think it released when the whole part was.
Oh god!
Quit screwing around with the bonus and get
In the new game, you can't use your flippers to toggle the lights on these anymore. You can only like if you got 2 lit, you can only move it if you spin the Doctor Strange portal. Makes it more challenging.
So how do they like get all the stuff here? Like, how do you get access to like the audio and all that stuff? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like if you're remaking
Yeah.
one that exists, I'm not sure. I'm sure people find the files somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe they like rip it from the real machine. I don't know. But if you're making it from scratch, you know, just plug that into that line of code.
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
Nice. That's two.
Oh, the new machine has this really cool like half ramp. It's like an Avengers tower.
Yeah.
It's like a half ramp. So it comes up. So a full ramp would like come all the way around, right? And you never see this before. This one goes up like vertical like this, and there's a magnet here that grabs the ball.
Oh.
And that's the Iron Man multi-ball. It's the Avengers tower.
Yeah.
So you hit that 3. But then when it drops out, it drops like really fast because it's just gravity.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if the magnet pushes it. No, that'll be way too fast. Because even when it like kicks out of there, it comes really fast, and there's an upper flipper right here on the left. So when it comes out, you bat it, and there's like shots over here. So I bring that up because Hawkeye, one of the things there is like Hawkeye's shot. So like when it drops it, you have to try to hit it quick to hit a target or hit the inner loop in here to clear that Hawkeye shot. So which is like, I thought that was pretty cool theme integration there. Because it's like a difficult shot. Especially when it drops so fast. Oh god!
You just made the greatest mistake of your life. Without a trouble with divide and void.
When's the new Avengers thing gonna release?
You could place orders now.
Okay.
Actually, we are gonna get a new Avengers pin.
Really? You're gonna buy one?
Yeah, give me our first new in box. I just gave the check to my distributor today.
Holy shit.
Actually, I gave it yesterday, and then I forgot to sign it. So when he got home, he was like, "Hey, you didn't sign this check." I was like, "Oh, could you tell I don't write checks often?" It wasn't clear. It said MP. Like, why doesn't it just say freaking signature?
Yeah.
Come on.
No one knows how to
What's this
sign a
lingo?
check. Every time I sign a check, I just go on Google, like, oh, how does this work again?
How to fill it properly. And he was there too when I was like filling it. I'm like waiting for him to come here yesterday so he could fill it out. I was like, okay, who should I make it out to? How much? You know? And then I gave it to him. And he's like, alright, cool. And he folded it and put it in his pocket. So he trusted me that I filled it out properly.
He's like, you're an adult, you know.
Yeah, you know how to write checks, right? I don't know. I got a lot of auto pay set. Oh, nice, dude. Close game.
You want it all. What are you talking about?
1 million, 1.8, 1.0.
That's close.
That's close, right?
It's the best I've done, for
Right.
sure.
Let me, let's put us in another game. I'm gonna put us in the Avengers
Ultra?
Infinity Quest game on Pinball FX3. So like the professionally made virtual one. So you can see the difference. And that one we can nudge
Okay.
with these buttons. Just yeah, keep that in mind. What do they call it? Avengers or The Avengers? I think it's The. Yeah, there's a few Avengers tables. See, there's the Age of Ultron one.
Yeah.
These are all Pinball FX3s. This one I didn't like it very much. Last stream I played all of the Pinball FX Marvel ones. So then this was another one. I didn't. This one was okay, I think. The one that I want is, I think it's under the Avengers, or it's under Infinity Quest. Let's see. Because the new Avengers pinball is, you know, it's called Avengers Infinity Quest, Infinity Gems or something. So the whole idea is, you know, you collect the gems and you fight Thanos, just like a comic book. So let's see. Infinity. Nope. But I got the old school Hulk one here too. That's a real machine. So it must be the Avengers. Oh, the Thor one? Oh yeah, this is in Pinball FX too. The Shadow. There it is. Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one was fun. I want to play this one more since I played the last one.
There's nothing I need worry on.
And so this has never been like a
So,
physical machine, right? It's
no. All these are professionally made virtual ones because they have like special modes. Like sometimes, like when you start some mode, like this guy's mode, one of the gems, you go into like a different play field, and it's like very unique. So that's the cool thing I like about the virtual pins too. It's like, it's not limited to just this mechanical play field.
Yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff with it.
I don't think I could do 2 players though, so we'll just take turns.
Yeah.
So you hold this. Oops. Alright, so what I learned is you want to hit the shots with these gems lit, right?
Got it.
Trap up real quick. So right now this shot is lit, see the gem, and this shot up here. I think to get up here you need to hit it in here. Oh. Otherwise it'll come down on the Silver Surfer board.
Yeah.
There's an upper flipper here. So in the beginning there's a wall here you gotta knock down before you can hit that. So I think when I played this earlier, when it's on my left flipper I go for this, when it's on my right flipper I go for this.
Nice. Whoa, what was that?
Oh, that's the air vent. It does that because it's a basement.
Is that Adam Warlock on the right there?
Maybe. He looks like a warlock whose name is Adam.
I don't know if that's the right name. I don't know. I read a wiki on on this stuff a while back.
You did your homework, huh?
Yeah, you know, you told me.
Know your Avengers. Oh, so this is just a little side launcher. It has that thing, I guess. I don't know what you want to do, but there it is. Okie dokie, middle shot.
So, oh, nice. So how much is the new machine gonna cost?
Oh, so with pinball machines, there's several models. It's like Pro, Premium, and LE, limited edition.
Yeah.
So they make like 500 LEs normally, and those sell out for usually, especially this one. This one's mad hype. But the pricing, the MSRP is 6,200, 7,800, and 9,200.
Holy shit! Yeah.
And the biggest difference is between Pro and Premium. Well, it varies per machine, but you know, if it's worth it, people would consider the Premium. If it's not, people would just get the Pro, and you get it sooner too because they make the Pros first.
Got it.
And it's like a manual assembly line, so you know, even though I put my order in now, I won't see it till like 2021.
Yeah.
Because I think they do Pros, then LEs, then Premiums. But the LEs and the Premiums normally have the same features. Ooh, hello, slow motion. So my priority is still trying to go for the gem shots that are lit, but it looks like it's changing now. Oh, because I'm in a mode.
Yeah.
I think here, hit a target to distract them.
The target.
One of these.
Okay.
The gem that's blinking now is these targets. Yeah, so for this machine, oh god, the Premium has a few features that's not in the Pro, and that is like this sick Captain Marvel's ramp, which is like, it's kind of vertical. It's like you hit it and it curves like this and comes back here.
Oh, nice.
And it's like, that's a very innovative shot. So that's in the Premium. On the Pro, you don't get that ramp. It's like, that shot is just a horseshoe, so it's flat. You just hit it and it like sticks there, and then it gets released to come out here. But in the Premium, it's like a freaking crazy ass ramp. It looks cool. What else? In the Premium, there's a subway, so like an area under the playfield that the ball travels, and that's when the Doctor Strange spinner portal. When you spin enough times, it'll lift up and open. That's only on Premium.
Yeah.
Really. And then when you hit it in there, there's like a see-through subway. You can see it move and get locked. So on the Pro, I think that Doctor Strange spinner doesn't lift at all. It just flies there.
That's so there is like a real big difference. I thought it would just be like the quality of the.
No, there's like actual different shots.
Yeah, it's like almost like a little bit of a different
So
game.
they, so they gotta justify the the extra 2,000. So that's like not all machines it's worth it to get the premium, but this one it definitely seems like it.
Yeah, so what you're getting then?
I'm getting the premium.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait for it, but it'll be worth it. And then I'm gonna stream nothing but that game. A long time. My first new inbox. Exciting stuff.
What's the resale on these things? Can you like?
These usually keep their value.
Yeah.
But I've only been involved in pinball probably in the past year or 2 years. So I don't know from the beginning to end how the value changes. But I do know if you buy a used one now, if you try to sell it a few years later, it'll pretty much be the same value or go up. Like my Monopoly. I bought that for $27.50 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's going for and that was considered a little higher price. So when I bought it, maybe it was like $2,500 as an average. And now it's selling for at least like around like $3,500.
Oh wow.
The base. But I did a lot of mods to mine too. So I probably won't sell it because I collect Monopolies. So
Oh yeah.
the ones I have so far are like ones I want to collect.
Yeah.
Like the Space Jam, I never see it anywhere, so I never get a chance to play it. And the only time I got to play it was in Japan. That's where we first saw it. That's why Michelle was like, "I want this one." Okay. And then the same guy that sold me Monopoly sold me that one.
So would you ever sell any of these for like in order to buy something new, or do you think you keep them all?
Actually, that's the Revenge from Mars over there, maybe, but even that I kind of would want to keep. That one's unique because it has like a screen projector. Actually, I want you to play that one before you go, because that one is like it has a screen projected onto the playfield, but it's also real pinball. So it's like a fusion of video games and real pinball. And that was made in like 1999. So that was when video games, entered the scene and people were starting to buy that instead of going out to play arcade games.
Yeah.
So that was like their way of competing with that. But it didn't work obviously. So the video games won out and the arcades went away. And way later, arcades started to make a comeback.
Yeah.
But then COVID happens and now places shut down. So like quite a history. And then, but now there's a small win in that Mass is allowed to reopen again. But each state has their own rules. All for safety.
Really unfortunate. I hear there's a study that says that when the like eviction moratorium ends, there's gonna be like 100,000 people who won't be able to pay their rent / mortgage in Massachusetts alone.
The unemployment thing?
No, the rule where landlords won't evict you and banks won't foreclose on you.
Oh, there's a rule on that now to keep people not homeless.
Yeah, but that's gonna end at some point, and when it does, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's wild. It's gonna be like those anarchy superhero movies.
Yeah.
Because we need some vigilantes. Keep everyone in line at that point. Some Bruce Waynes. Ooh, what's happening? Oh, I'm in a gem mode where the flippers are inverted, so I have to hold it to bring it down, otherwise it stays up.
Oh, interesting. So you let go.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
it's the blue. The blue gem, whatever that one is. Does it say on the screen which one it is?
mine.
Mine.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the mine gem. Yeah. Oh shit! I just left it.
There's the gauntlet to fight the mine. I should be helping you with these things, but I'm like really interested. I'm looking, so I don't.
Yeah, it's cool. I really like this virtual. Oh God! And then when you're down to your last ball, it instantly shuts off. Stop warning. Oh yeah. So these become nudge, right? If I press that.
Yeah.
If I need to. So which is nice.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I've never nudged before. At least not successfully.
Oh yeah.
So do you have 3 of the gems already, or are you taking? Or do you have 2?
I think it looks like I have the yellow and the blue. It's hard to tell which ones are lit or not. It's just all bright.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. That makes sense.
So see, I think it felt like I started 2 gem modes. One was when the Silver Surfer was fighting him up there and I needed to hit the target, remember?
Yeah.
And the second one was the inverted flipper one. So now I'm back to like the main menu, and I want to go for the gem shots again to try to start the next gem mode. Or stones. What do they call it here? Stones or gems?
They probably call it gems.
Just like the comic.
Yeah.
That's Cyclops. Oh, and here's another gem where it's upside down.
Oh, this is reality gems.
It's like the same shots though, gem.
Yeah. At least you're the right. Still controls the right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If it was the other way, that's like even more difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought about it. It's like it's too difficult to make it upside down and the other way. I didn't even realize that. You're right. My left flipper does the left side.
Yeah.
Even though it's upside down.
Yeah. It would be the right.
So
side.
that's kind. Doing too much.
And
I
you
have
get
to play this on my head or something.
We get a good view of Silver Surface, but
Oh baby, the under ass. Yeah. So out of all the Marvel ones, I like this one and another one the best. The other one I like, I forgot the name of it, but it had Thor in it. It was like Asgard themed. But it wasn't called anything that like made it obvious that it was Thor. I had to like play it.
yeah.
I liked it better than the one that was actually called Thor.
And that one is also one of
Pinball
these.
FX,
Yeah,
yep.
Pinball FX, right.
Yeah, you see on the flippers it says Zen. They're only made by Zen Studios.
Yeah.
So Pinball FX is the program that houses, all of these. Zen Studios makes these virtual ones.
Yeah. Did I get you like a pinball game on Xbox or something?
Yeah, so
Okay.
you got me tables for the Pinball FX3 on
Oh, okay.
Xbox. Yeah, you got me the X-Men package, I think. Thank you again for that. So yeah, this is the same program that's on like every platform, like
Yeah.
Switch, Xbox, PS, Steam, which is where we're playing this right now.
Yeah, no, I've never really heard about it before. Never played it, so this is my first.
Yeah, and then this way you get to play it on a real simulated. Oh shit, real simulated setup. That's good. I should end anyway. Playing for a while.
That was just one ball though, right?
I guess so.
you were on that one ball for like longer than
I held it for a while, so I shouldn't do that. I got an habit of. See, when you stream pinball, what I noticed between the good. Oh, here's another gem mode. This is the one I was talking about. It just takes me somewhere else entirely.
Yeah.
So this, I want to hit these drops, right? And these are magnets or something. It's like weird. Like I still don't understand exactly how to do it, but I don't want it to drain in the middle. I just want it magnetizing and bouncing it around to hit these drops. So this is an interesting one. I only get like one life, so if it falls in that pit. Oh god! I failed it.
That seemed tough. I didn't even know why. I don't
Yeah, the
know.
first time I got in that mode, I was really confused and I drained like instantly. So that was the green one. I see I got.
Soul Gem. Okay.
I really like this one. This one reminds me the most of the new Avengers table, like the gems.
Yeah.
Fight Thanos. Thanos? Let her go, Grimace.
Thanos was modeled after Darkseid from DC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a little Easter egg.
His first
I'm in another mode.
the first time you see him, he looks nothing like this. He looks exactly like Darkseid. And then they changed him to like this guy.
Fighting him up there. See that? He's standing on the top.
Yeah.
So he's putting this blocking thing in that.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying.
So what I want to do is to hit it up this ramp. See, he's the only one with the gem lit.
Yeah.
Hit up this ramp to go up here, and then I use this up here to beat him on the pops.
Got it.
So I need to get to my left flipper somehow. So you can do something called a post transfer. This is like a pinball move.
Yeah.
You hit it into that to get it to the other side.
Yeah.
Like that. It doesn't. It's not. It's easier to do on virtual than on a real machine. Oh god.
Just hit it up. That's so cool.
Post transfer.
Got him.
Oh, I got a lot of balls up there. Oh, because I hit enough to beat him. Alright, now what do I want to do? Destroy the statue. Oh, okay. Now I want to hit this god statue. Just beat it up. I see. I don't think I've beaten up that statue yet before. This is as far as I got this. Break it down. Tear down this wall.
It'd be cool to see like a long form single player game in pinball. If that makes any sense.
Oh, that exists. It's called Demon's Tilt. It's an
Really?
indie game on Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on. I want to say it's on other platforms. Oh, I did it! Power Gem awarded. I think that's the only gem I completed. The rest I just got to it. I started. Yeah, Demon's Tilt. I saw it on Switch.
Yeah.
I bet it's on other platforms. But yeah, it's like single player. You just hit pinball through the levels and stuff. I haven't played it yet. It's like as the name implies, it's that kind of theme. Like you're battling through hell or something.
Yeah.
Alright, third ball. And we'll get you a go. Oh, and that's our time.
I'm having fun watching.
Rewatch the VOD. Study it. But yeah, man, this is like the first time I've seen you in a while. So also, how have you been? What's doing you?
Yeah, dude, I've essentially holed up.
Good. Working from home, I presume, like everyone.
Yeah, for sure. I worked from home even before this. So
Oh, good. You already had that. So.
yeah, it was great.
Now it's all the time.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to go in?
I rarely have to go in. I used to go in for if they gave us food.
Yeah, I just got my camera went out. This happens like every 30 minutes because I'm using a DSLR.
Oh.
It's dumb. So I actually been meaning to buy another webcam, so this doesn't do that.
Oh shoot! Do you need me to help you look for deals? Because I just saw one.
Oh,
today.
I would love to. Yeah, I have one on my Amazon. Oh God, on my Amazon wish list.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm in another mode here, and it's like this Logitech one, but I don't think it's in stock because it's like pretty marked up.
Yeah.
I'm mainly looking for a 60 FPS
Okay.
to capture pinball movement.
Yeah.
So this one I have here, the Razer Keo. Remember that was one I asked you guys about?
Yeah.
I drove to Rhode Island to pick it up for retail $100. But if you try to get on Amazon or something, it was like, this was like in the summer, right?
Yeah.
So this is when webcams were in high demand because everyone's remote. And it was marked up on Amazon for like a few hundred,
Yeah.
like 300. And I finally found like the last one in stock, I think, at the GameStop in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And their GameStops were still open, right? So I drove down to pick that up. This is before like, you know, mass deemed which states are not safe and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so I got that. And that's when I started streaming because I had my DSLR for a while. And I wanted to buy a third camera. Because normally what people do is they have 3 cameras.
Yeah.
They have one on them, one on the playfield, and one on the display.
Got it.
But since I'm only using 2, see, I do like a wide display to capture both.
Mhm.
But when I get like my new pin, I'm gonna need like that because it's gonna be an important part.
Yeah. Have you thought about or looked into connecting whatever? There's a computer here that goes to it's like with a cable that goes to the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about putting like a capture device in between the
Oh,
computer into the screen?
I'm sure I could do that. I was just too lazy to, and also I didn't know how the lag would be
Oh,
because
yeah.
pinball is really responsive game, you know.
Those tend to be relatively fine. I mean, as far as I know, the lag is what happens on the screen, but it shouldn't happen here.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a good idea. I just have not tried that yet. And again, anything new right now, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I do need to do that. Here you go, now you can give it a go. All right.
I'll guide you.
Yeah, makes
It's not gonna go nearly as long as you for sure.
I'll just tell you what to shoot for, and then you can aim. So, you know, the gem lit shots, I'll point it out when you get past it. Oh, I think this is only the button.
Okay. Oh.
Alright, so your gem shots is your middle and this left one here right now.
Middle and left one. Okay.
It's up there, you got up on the right. Oh, it's also this shot, so if you get it up there, you can use your right hand to hit that. Nice. You hit that from the left. Oh, nice. Let's see. I don't normally stream on Thursdays either. I've been streaming Friday morning, or daytime, because it was summer Friday at work, so we get like half days on Friday.
Yeah.
That just ended. Like this is the first full week, but we had Monday off, so this is like the transition week.
Yeah.
So I'm switching my schedule. Instead of Sunday and Friday, I'm doing Monday and Thursday. It's like pre-games to the football.
Okay.
So I'll stream like 6 to 8, you know, and then get ready for football. I'm also planning to line up pinball matches this month, starting next week. Because now that there's no competitive pinball,
Yeah.
oh, nice shot. There you go, you activated the mind gem. So now you're in the mind gem mode. Oh, this is the alternate one, right?
Fucking.
Really, right?
Yeah.
You have to let go to full mind gem.
Do I need to go in the middle here?
What are your shots here? Hit the gauntlet to fight the mind.
Got it.
Where's the gauntlet?
Probably in the top left, top left.
Oh yeah, it is. There you go. Good eye. The gauntlet. So it's a right flipper shot. It looks like you could backhand it. Back to the one ball.
Oh, okay.
Are you back to regular flippers?
Yeah, regular flippers. It's confusing when we switch back.
Yeah, there's no warning. Okay, I think you're not in that mode anymore. So now you're back in the regular, hit the gem shot, the middle and left to start the next gem. Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, they got Cyclops in this art. What happened? Power shot hit the one. Oh, you're over here. So you launch it. Oh, and now you got the upside down.
Yeah, what do I need to do? I got so confused while doing this.
You go for the gem shots. It's the same shots, the left one and the middle.
Got it.
But it's just upside down.
Oh,
Restore reality. Restoration progress, 0%.
yeah, I haven't hit it once.
Alright, so you got 2 gems.
I'm surprised I got one. I thought I failed all those.
Well, you didn't complete it, but you started it.
Okay.
So that's a difference. At least for this game. I have started all the gems before, and after you do that, you start like this wizard mode where you fight Thanos. But I'm sure it's worth more if you actually complete it. I didn't do that yet.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I wonder if this is accurate too on what you got. Was it ball 3?
Yep.
After this, we can play some Spider-Man. Pull it out. That is a great real machine, and it's also, I say, replicated pretty well on this. I like playing it. I actually considered owning the Spider-Man as actually a good machine.
Yeah.
Again, the ones I've gotten acquired so far are more so as a collectible.
than like a great replayable game. You know what I mean? Yeah, here you go. I'm glad you got to experience this. Oh, grab it, hold it. Yeah. Nice save. It's all magnet. So you got 3 drops left. Oh, there you go. 2 drops left. Oh, one more. Ah. You're better than I did.
It's hard to tell what's going on with the physics there.
Yeah, I know, right? I think that's mimicking Twilight Zone pinball, because that also has like a magnet kind of upper play field area thing too. Yeah. So when you press your flippers, it activates the magnet, but I don't get to play that one much either. But that is one of the top rated pinball machines of all time. Twilight Zone. People love that one. Oh, there you go. Nice, you got the skill shot. Oh. Yes, awesome. That back to no! Hey, achievement unlocked!
Woohoo!
Nice
Silver
work.
server.
There you go. Put your mark on here. I'm sure you'll get like initials. Monument multi-ball, nice work. Let's see, what you need to hit. Ride the surfboard, hit lanes. Oh, hit this left orbit. Or this inner right one. Oh. Or the monument. Spinner shots to the left and right of that staircase.
Yeah.
Or the middle.
I hear what what I should do. It's just I can't do it usually.
You got it, man. At least you know. You have in the back of your mind if anything.
Yeah, like I'm aiming for it. I know I won't hit it.
Yeah, multi-ball's a lot. Try to trap up. I had Roger, my neighbor, for the past few streams, but his second baby is due any day now.
Oh, no way! Roger has another baby. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, second one. Due date is tomorrow. So,
Oh shit.
So, and he bought a new house, so he's no longer gonna live there.
Oh no.
But the past few streams he's joined, and we played like the mechanical machines.
Yeah.
And it's cool to like train him and see him do better every time. So that was fun. Now he's in Boston somewhere near the hospital where they're reserved or however that works.
Yeah, everyone's having babies.
What else can you do, right? That's your workout, isn't it?
Alright.
Yeah, nice game. You didn't do too shabby. Held your own.
That's probably one of my best games of pinball ever.
There you go. Now buy the table on your own FX.
Yep.
Well, there you go. Put your initials in. Nice work, man.
Any
You get
three letters?
You get 3 characters. Doesn't have to be letters. There's like symbols and shit.
Oh, okay.
If you just want to be lead speak, you want to be Cubert. $$, $. Ass. Well, you are what you eat, right? OBJ. You hear about Odell?
No.
He likes poop, apparently.
How do we know this?
It's just like a silly, like, rumor thing.
Oh shoot, there's Archer.
Alright, so if I exit, it should bring me back to that Pinball X menu, which is like the front end interface. Yeah, it did. Very good. Spider-Man. Close it out with some Spider-Man. Mr. Stark. Spider-Man. So there's actually 2 Spider-Man pinballs. There's the old one, and then the not so old one. I don't think I have the old original one. There's so many Star Wars machines. Yeah. Why?
You have 2 Spider-Mans.
No, I don't. Well, this is the Pinball FX one,
Oh, okay.
which I don't like that much actually. It's colorful, but it's not that fun to me. This one is modeled after a real one. And these are only 2.
Oh, it's based on the movie.
Yeah. Tobey
The
Maguire.
first, yeah. Not the first.
What year is this? I wish it told me the year. That's the actual translate. There was one at A4K to Flat Top Johnny's at one point.
I might have seen that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a Vault edition, so that was like reskinned as the comic book one.
Oh.
It looked cooler than this, I thought, but it's the same game. This game has really fun shots. There's a side ramp up here, hit Venom. There's this ramp, there's this ramp. Doc Ock, you hit him enough, you start a multi-ball. It's an easy multi-ball.
Yeah.
You have the Sandman, drops here, kind of like Attack from Mars. You hit that, drop, and then you hit in there, start it. But that's difficult. Green Goblin shots on the side here. Those are the 4 villains, I think. In the main multi-ball, you see these lock shots in the orbit. Lock 3 times, start it. And you light the lock by hitting this little Jameson stand-up.
Yeah.
See it? So it
Yeah,
says
light
light
bulb.
lock. You hit that and it'll light both, and then you hit that. Do that 3 times, start the main multi-ball. You can stack multi-balls in this, so you can start more than one at once. So normally the meta strategy for this game is to start Doc Ock multi-ball, and then also try to start the main multi-ball, and then just multi-ball all day.
Yeah.
So generally, that's pretty much it. There's obviously other stuff, but let's see the basics. So see, it starts with those orbits lit already. There, I locked one. Now I need to hit Jameson to light it again. What the heck was that?
I don't know. That seemed powerful.
I just glitched out of it because it said press start. There we go. So I hit that, so I lit the lock, right? Oh god, that was fast.
Is this a multiplayer? Or?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, only pinball effects I couldn't do it in this direction. I guess that one is just a button. But since this one is the fan-made one, it's no nudging. Yeah, it's fast out there. Ball save though. Ball save! Hey, what's up, Foo? Foo in the house.
Hey, Foo. You know, the original Spider-Man director is going to do the next Doctor Strange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man director?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is that in production? Are movies still like being made now? What's going on?
Certain movies are. I don't know about... Batman movie got shut down because Robert Pattinson got COVID.
Oh.
But yeah, it was in production up until like a week
Who
ago.
will save us from the savior? Yeah, Foo, are you back at your place and down the street from here? I know you were out for a while.
I was looking at apartments near Foo's place, not condos.
Really?
Yeah, 21 Linden or something.
Yeah. Are you
No, I'm just like
you gonna get that one?
casually looking. No, I very much prefer not to.
Why are you casually looking at apartments?
I'm just seeing what's the market like.
Alright. Big
Um,
boy things.
yeah, adult things. I hate it.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
I'm happy I already lived in a house that's bought.
yeah no.
Well,
it's,
being paid for, obviously.
yeah.
I'm in a mortgage.
Yeah, but your mortgage is pretty low, right?
I don't know.
Rents.
I mean, I know we got this spot at a good deal,
Yeah,
and it's, going up in value.
for sure.
There we go.
I'm surprised Quincy's not a hotter spot, to be honest. I think it will
Oh,
be.
God.
Soon.
Who on you?
Yeah, this is a good spot.
Yeah, it's
Close enough to the city, just
Yeah.
south of it.
the worst. The only bad thing is like 93 South is awful, but
Unavoidable highway right there.
yeah. Other people have to go there.
Foo's dad got cataract surgery, so he's helping out. He's gonna get his left eye done next week. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that that works out well in your favor. Cataract surgery. Ooh.
Yeah.
Bone saw. How serious is it? Is it like just casual surgery, or something like life saving? Either way, that stinks. Hope it works out. god, thank you. Oh, is this a new game? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Thought I would just hit one more and start a multiplayer. Nope.
We died immediately. Yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah, it's a fast. Oh my god, it's a fast shooting game.
This is like a real game.
It's so good.
That's how they get you. Keep taking your money.
Yeah.
His right eye got it, the surgery, and his vision is already better. Oh, good, good.
That's awesome.
Positive. Trending up, baby. Glad to hear that, Foo. Send the regards. The Foo family.
What kind of games you been playing, Foo, lately? Or I assume you're playing games. If you don't, I don't know who you are anymore. It's like, oh man, I started doing stocks now.
Yeah,
Who are you? Whoa, there we go. There's a center post here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It works.
I guess that's the one nice thing about it.
Well, that's how you know a game is hard, when they
Yeah.
actually put a center post in it.
Who's playing Fall Guys?
Oh, I've seen a little bit about that. Is that like a popular thing though?
Yeah, it's kind of like Mario Party.
He hates it.
It's like 60-person Mario Party.
60 person.
What is it, everyone sprinting? I think I saw Xavier Woods on his Up Up Down Down channel play it the other night too. You remember the wrestling?
Yeah, I know Xavier Woods. He's the only wrestler I really know because of his YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Or gaming stuff. I hear Vince McMahon is like banning them from doing that thing.
What a party pooper.
Yeah, well, he's been, yeah.
It's the most only socially distant thing you can do.
Yeah. Apparently he doesn't want them, he wants them reliant on him for their income.
He's a true WWE villain, isn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah, he's not playing the role, he is
Plays himself.
You were doing really well one game and then got disconnected, so you stopped.
Oh yeah, that'll make you rage quit real quick. Our goal, Mike, is to see a multi-ball on this at least. Start going for the knockouts. Oh my god. See, the thing about this game is, the real one, you need to nudge it a lot to like keep it in play with it, and the fact that that's taken away from you, you're trained very quick. This needs nudging, man. This one.
This keeps happening to me. This is not the first, it won't be the last.
Don't panic, man. That's all. For dinner tonight, Foo. You gonna watch football? Who you got? Houston Texans or defending Super Bowl champs? Kansas City. Who's that?
Player 2.
That's you. You got the best combo. Look at
Wow. Okay. Oh, I can put my real one this time because this one I'm actually proud of.
you. Foo gotta try that new Avengers game. Oh yeah, they also released like it's like what do you classify that? MMO? It's like there's an online Avengers game now. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, yeah. How do you choose the letter?
Oh, you press
Start?
start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's like it's like Destiny.
Oh, are you playing it?
No, I'm gonna wait for it to be cheaper. I don't have time.
I thought it was like a free online thing.
No, it's like a $60 game because it has like a full single player with like
Oh.
you can play it as just a single player game and never touch the online stuff.
And when you get it, would you play it single or would you play with friends? What's your preference?
I'd likely play it single player. I just don't have time to play those because you need to like, log in every day. You need to like grind for better loot and stuff.
Alright. That sounds like the food game then. Let us know how it is, food. What you like pick you choose a character to commit to?
You can choose whoever you know. There's like a bunch of characters, but yeah, they do level up separately. So
What character are you gonna main, food? Did you do research on like who's OP? Oh yeah, that center post. That's all we have going for us. We're gonna work it. Are you ready?
yeah, so it's not free, unfortunately.
Oh, that's what you thought too?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was free. The marketing. It got you real
Let
good.
me look it up to be sure, but I swear it's not free.
Okay. We can do a quick Google search. He's on a computer. Or I can ask Google. What's the game called?
Marvel's Avengers.
Hey Google, is Marvel's Avengers a free game?
On the website businessinsider.com, they say, from August 21st to August 23rd, players on PS4, Xbox, and PC can download the Marvel's Avengers open beta for free to play both campaign missions and online multiplayer with friends. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
So they said open beta is free in
Yeah,
August.
the beta was free.
Did you hear that, Food? That was kind of low. I don't know why his volume's low. Hey Google! Hey Google! Turn your volume up. Okay. Hey Google! Are you loud?
Google's mad at you. But yeah, $6 game.
There you go. Confirmed. So the beta was free.
Yeah.
That's why. Now Food's like, screw this.
It'll be on sale eventually.
I guess not. I'll play something else.
Like Destiny went on sale immediately after it came out, so only a matter of time.
Video games are like movies, huh? Or Mario Party.
They just want you to.
Mario Party, the current Mario Party will always be $50 until
Yeah.
the next one comes out.
Yeah.
It even never takes how many years? I remember that.
Yeah. No,
They
they're.
always did it.
You see how they're releasing them, like Mario
Hey,
64 and Galaxy and I think Sunshine.
oh yeah, the Bundaroo.
Yeah, it's gonna be $60.
Mario Bundaroo. $60.
Nintendo does not like giving you deals.
No free meals.
No.
Oh, come on.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's some mode. I think that's the wizard mode. So you gotta complete a bunch of other shit first. Mr. Sandman. Oh. Bring me a dream. In real life. Oh shit.
Saved it.
This side ramp right here is pretty a difficult shot. It's kind of steep,
Oh, okay.
so but it's very satisfying when you're good at it. Oh god. Oh yeah!
I love how you like
That's a good center post read.
you instinctively shake it.
There we go. Left block. Oh shit. Ah, that's not a good enough angle. Damn it. Oh good, it's only ball one. Alright. Feeling good. I think I can start multi-ball this game. I think I locked 2 or whatever. Spider-Man. Let's turn this up. Final Fantasy XIV is still a constant thing for Fu.
Of course.
Final Fantasy for life. I recently saw T-Pain do an interview in Animal Crossing, which was really funny. T-Pain, he's a gamer. Have you ever seen him on Twitch? T-Pain?
No.
I know he games.
Yeah.
He's been at the Offline TV house before, where Disguised Toast is part of, and some other streamers. Good content. Oh, so Fu, if you weren't here earlier, we were talking about the news, the pinball news that Stern is also releasing a new Avengers pinball. So they're really all in on these Avengers games lately. So that's in production right now, and they're taking orders. And I have actually placed my order for a premium model. It's gonna be our first new in-box pinball. Very exciting. But I don't think I'll get it until like, until like 2021, because they make them like manually. pinball hype. Oh, hello,
Oh,
Magnet.
that's cool.
I like how they simulated that too. Woo! Oh God! No! Oh, shit. Suck it! Oh shit! Oh my God! Double drain!
You anyway.
Oh shit! Whack! I had a good run. Ooh, extra ball already on the left orbit for me.
Yeah, you've been saving up a
Oh
bunch of
shit! Ugh. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's get this extra ball. Yeah! Ooh, baby. Mr. Stark. This is nice. Oh, it feels so good. No! Okay. Sandman time.
Here's the headline, Robbie. Spidey puts Sandman to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, can you hear the game very well? What was that? That was a main multi, right? I don't think I can hear. Oh, there goes my camera. Fix that.
I need to go here. And I'll probably do this for the last time because then we're good for 30 minutes and we're almost done. There we go. What if we say?
Nothing yet.
Oh yeah, I think Boston arcades can open next week.
That's right! Hot news today. All thanks to BitBar in Salem. They're the one that filed a lawsuit against the state. Or threatened to, or something like that. Enough where they're like, alright, you can open it. That's all it took, huh? It's like, we can't afford a lawsuit right now. It's like, maybe they're right, maybe they're not, whatever, just let them open. Yay!
Yeah, they are right.
It's like, you know, I guess that makes sense. Casino's gonna open, they can't. Alright, let's just let them.
Yeah, casino's definitely.
Why fight this? You know? We got other problems.
Have you been to a casino?
Yes. In COVID world?
Yeah.
One time. Just to kind of see the difference.
Yeah.
I went to Encore. Oh, this is my ball. I totally forgot.
Oh.
This is my extra ball.
Oh, okay.
That's alright, it's my fault. I didn't realize. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Now it's here, yeah.
Wow, you're very far ahead.
100 times your score. 550.
And that was after I fucked up your extra ball.
Yeah, sabotage. Now we switch players. I have to catch up to my own score. They should do. They should be like a pinball game show where there's like twists like that. Well, now you are player one. You know. I have been to a tournament where it's like you can play card handicaps against each other. Everyone pays to enter because it's a tournament.
Player one.
But tournament and pinball is not straight up like head to the end. It's like groups and whatever.
Yeah.
And there was this one format where everyone gets like 4 cards to start. You can pay up to get more cards, and you like play cards against your opponents. It's like trap cards, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they get handicaps. Like one is like, you know, blinders. Like, so there's something here, so they can't see their flippers. And they have to play that way. There's one where there's a blinder for the display, so they just block that entirely, and you just have to play. You know, there's like cool stuff like that. There's like change the game, so like everyone's grouped on a game, and they need to play a card. It's like, nope, now you're playing this game instead. Or like draft someone from a different group into this group. So that's the closest I've gotten to that. I think I can make like a good YouTube series. With like 4 people live together, and they just do pinball streams. Variants of it.
Either way, I got my head.
Alright, let's get this lock again. Okay. This can be our last ball game. Yeah, since it's 7:30 now. We'll make it count. This is ball 3.
Don't make it count.
Oh god, no!
Ooh.
Sorry, make it count, man!
Yeah.
Alright, you got it. You need 59 million.
I got this.
Who heard JJ just now? What's that? Sue everyone. Yeah, that's the answer. That's how you get what you want. Just start threatening to sue. Nobody wants to be sued.
Hey, man.
Whether they're right or not, no one wants to deal with that.
Excellent score.
Alright, answer your initials, first player.
Hey! Oh. Hey! B! K!
I score 4. Well,
Let me see here. Alright. Well, now what do we do? My channel. Alright, Foo. Thanks for hanging out, bud. If you want to hang out for another minute, we can raid someone. You want to raid anyone so you can show up and make an entrance? Who would you watch when I'm done here? You know about raiding?
no.
So when you end your stream, you can bring all your viewers that are active here
Yeah.
to someone else's channel, and then on their channel, it would say like, "This incredible rated you with this many viewers," and then it'd be like, and then a good streamer would be like, "Oh, thank you for the raid, man. Here's $100." I'm just kidding. They don't give me anything. Yeah, there you go. So I would like do this raid channel, and then I can type someone who's live to raid. So let's see what Foo says. You don't know. All right, Foo. I'm just gonna pick someone.
Do you like the big?
I-
Just like Ninja do that, or?
No.
Okay.
These are like small town chumps like us. All right, I'm gonna raid Elite Sandman though. He usually streams Pirates, my favorite pinball. Oh, one of my favorites. So I'll send you over there, Foo. Okay. I'm gonna play my usual outro because I guess it matters when I save the VOD to YouTube. So I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna raid that, and then you can hang out, do whatever you want. Nah, not Ninja. Nah, he doesn't care about raids. All right, later, Foo. Good to see you, man. Hope everything works out with your family and whatnot. See you around. Bye bye. Say bye, Mike. One last time.
Bye.
Get in the shot. Moon the people. Wave to the people. Blow them kisses. All right, later, Foo, and everyone on YouTube.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all. That's all, folks.
Can I go home now?